start off with more energy. Corey Holcomb, 5150 show down here at the Conga Room Live. This week's question for the show is, did you mess your kids up or were they born that way?
Don't look at me.
Darlene, you didn't mess your child up.
No,
right?
Thank God. Not so far, so good. I got some wood.
Seems to have a respectful young man, and Darlene is a respectable woman. That's why I think it's kind of like DNA involved with the shit.
There you go. You never know, though. If you mix the DNA, what might pop up?
We're going to talk about it. Call us today, 877-210-6106. Did you mess your kids up or were they born fucked up? Anyway, Corey Holcomb, 5150. Yeah, we back in this motherfucker. Corey Holcomb, 5150 show. Question for the day is, did you mess your kids up or were they born that way? We're going to jump it off. We're going to start off with a phone call today.
Yes, and we would like other phone calls, people to call in as well. 877-210-6106. But we got a call.
Yeah, we got my man Clyde from St. Louis. Sound like a nigga.
Hey, Corey, how you doing?
Uh-oh.
What up, man?
Hey, you don't want, before I get into the answering the fucking question, I think, Jamie Foxx, you need to have a regular show every day of the week. This the best fucking show on the air. I can't wait till Monday when your ass come on the radio. The only thing is
there it is, Clyde.
I need my own private line, though, because it's harder than a motherfucker to try to get through it. Trying to get through to you is trying to, like, read Jesus. God damn, it's hard to get through. I've been on the calls. I start calling at 9 o'clock. I think I could get on.
Okay, well, when we're done with the call, Clyde, stay on the line. We're going to have somebody talk to you and give you that number. Hold on.
Yeah,
what's up with that? What do you think about the topic? What's your take?
Well, I think people fuck their kids up, is what I think.
Right.
You know, I think some kids is born fucked up because they got bad DNA, but I think it's the environment. You know, if you around a drunk-ass alcoholic father, you gonna get fucked up because chances are he gonna kick your ass and shit, and that's gonna fuck you up. That's what I believe.
I hear you, Clyde.
Hey, Clyde, how old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
I'm 65.
There it is. You don't know how good it feels for you to tell me you like my show at age 65.
That's right.
You one of the funniest niggas on the radio, and Jamie Foxx need to get off with his stinking ass and give you a goddamn radio show every day of the week. Fuck all them other motherfuckers that's on there. They ain't talking about shit. You keep it real. I like you. I like you a lot.
Well, Clyde, we gonna give you stay on the line.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you the direct line and my cell phone.
Yeah, thanks for that cake.
I need that type of boost when I get through talking to that crazy motherfucker in my house.
Yeah, give me a call. Anytime you got a problem, I'm like motherfucking Dr. Laurel.
Oh, no.
There it is. All right, man. Thanks for the call. All right. I like Clyde.
I like him, but at the same time, I'd have to agree and disagree because, like I said, I came up, thank God I had my dad, though, but I didn't live with my dad because back in the days you couldn't really choose. Even though my dad was the sane one out of the family, my mom was a straight, crazy, alcoholic, lunatic, you name it. She was just a mess. But the fact that I had my dad's family for support and guidance on the other end, thank God, I turned out okay. You know what I'm saying? But you can stay on the straight and narrow if you have some kind of support somewhere.
Okay. Let's sneak. You want to sneak this other call in? Get him in right away. My man Beaver from Oklahoma. Beaver.
Hey, what's happening?
What's up, Beaver?
Hey, not much. Hey, check this out here. I had a mother and a father growing up, but I probably could count on one hand how many times my dad told me he loved me. But it's one thing he did do. He beat the hell out of me every chance he got. But hell, I turned out fine, man, and I own my own truck and my own little private business right now. So my thing is, hey, some of the worst things come out of some of the most toughest predicaments. You know what I'm saying?
I heard that.
So, I mean, if you ain't killing them, I don't think it's nothing wrong.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. See, so he didn't really get much love, is what he just said.
Thanks
so.
for the call.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm gonna comment on this shit. I think it's definitely the way you are when you're born. If you fucked up, you born fucked up, and people say society can mold you, and it can, but it molds fucked up people to be more fucked up.
Exactly.
I know little fucked up babies. They cry weird to me. They be like, yeah. I be like, he gonna be fucked up. Might as well put some Hennessy in his bottle and cut the bullshit, cause he go. So he have a beard by the time he 5. That little motherfucker.
Oh my God.
Marcus from Houston. Marcus, what it do?
Corey, man, want to say what's up to everybody.
Hey.
Say, I'm gonna tell y'all, me myself, I was raised without a mother and a father. My grandparents raised me, and I grew up mighty well. And I had a best friend who had a mother and a father. We were in the same environment, same nature, same thing. We did the same things. And a lot of people like to put it on the parent. It's also in that child too. You know, a person was given their own mind to think, and eventually you're gonna have to use your own mind. No matter what nobody's taught you, you're going to have to think for yourself and know right from wrong. So,
hopefully,
you got to stop putting the blame out on everybody else, and that's what, we as a society right now, we like to do.
Okay. Right.
Thanks for the call, man. Thanks for your point. I think most of the people who call going to be doing all right because they got satellite. And this shit costs money. All the motherfuckers that ain't doing all right getting it off the internet later on this week. They can't call in.
But you are so stupid.
Oh, yeah, I say society fucked me up. Get the fuck out of here. You was born fucked up when you finger fucked your niece when she babysitted.
Oh, we got another call. Black Ice from Wisconsin.
Black Ice from Wisconsin. What it do?
Hey, what's going on, man?
What up, dude?
Ain't nothing. Hey, look here, man. Ain't none of these kids born fucked up. They just got some fucked up parents, man. You motherfuckers ain't taking care of their kids. But, I grew up, I had a mom and dad. My dad used to fuck me up too, man, but he knew what was out there in them streets. So, they always give you that old bullshit story. It's going to hurt me more than it hurts you, But, he just, pretty much, tighten me up just to keep me from going places that he didn't want to see me end up in. Ain't no fucked up kids out here.
So did you get whipped a lot? Is that what you're saying?
Hey, if I fucked up, I got knocked out. That's it.
I feel you.
But you turned out all right.
I turned out all right.
He doing all right.
He
got satellite. He doing all right. Thanks for the call.
Thank you.
I want to say this to all those dads who some dads take it too far when they discipline children. Like they be literally fighting their kids. I've seen it. I got a friend. I feel like he takes it too far. It's almost like it's awkward to be around him when he disciplines his kids.
Because it's not really, it's beyond discipline, right?
Yeah,
it's
he got to the point where I told him, I was like, I don't like coming to your house because when you discipline your children, I feel like you should not be punching your kids.
Right. That was like my mom's. Yeah, we ended up towards the end when we all got older, we ended up literally fighting her back, to protect ourselves at that point.
Yeah, their parents like that.
It wasn't that kind of right discipline. No.
My homeboy, he punches his boys, and
they gonna
like
punch
9,
back
11,
in a minute. Watch
13.
Gang up on them.
Yeah.
They gonna gang up on in a minute.
Yeah, so
we got another call. Wow, they calling in.
They dad only get wins at home when they fight them motherfuckers. Anyway, Low Cash from New Jersey, talk to us.
Hey, Dolly.
Hey,
what's going on, man? Hey, I agree.
What it do, man?
The first caller, man. You need a 5-day week show with your shit, man. The rest of that bullshit is corny, man. For real. But anyway, man.
Thanks for that opinion, y'all. Keep voicing them.
For real, man. You need that, man. For real.
Y'all don't give me
man. Hey, but listen, man. My dad, man, he was a strict motherfucker, man. And I think, like my man was saying, man, it's with the parents, man. The upbringing, and my dad was and like he used to say, it's gonna hurt me more, it's gonna hurt, that old bull crap when after he beat the shit out of me and shit. But
So did it work?
Did he only beat you? Did he do anything else you want to get off your chest?
No,
come on, man. We can't see your face. Go get it off your chest. You feel better.
My pops intimidated with me with his voice, man. I was scared of my pops, man. You know what I'm saying? And I turned out all right. Man. I'm good.
There you go.
Okay, brother. Well, we appreciate your call,
Thank you.
man. We got a nigga who probably dressed like me. Today I got on some sandals with no socks. We got Jason from Mississippi on the phone. What's up?
What's up, Jason?
What's up, Jason?
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, man?
No, I don't have no sandals on. I got some sneakers on. How about that? But
He got sneakers on. They sweaty.
yeah, listen. I think that I think children, when they come into this plane of existence, they.
You moving around too much, Jason. Hold on. Your phone. You're moving around too much. Go ahead, talk right into it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I said that kids. I think children when they come into this plane of existence, they're pure. They don't have no they don't have all those discrepancies. I think it's their environment. I think it's the things that people that influence them. The TV. All kinds of things. That kind of give them that edge to want to go out and do something they don't have no business doing. But as parents, we should teach them right from wrong. And as they get older, they make their own choices. So I think kids are born pure.
Okay, well, thanks for your opinion with that, because it's some kids out the womb born
That's what I was
fucked
going
up.
to say. I mean, you definitely have some, and you can tell, like you said earlier, you can almost tell little babies with, that were born. I mean, look, you never know what the mix is going to be, but if you already have a dude that is, you see what they talk about on the news, like a guy that might have been like this mass murderer, or he's been messing around with killing animals and he's younger and everything.
Right.
And then that instills in the DNA, and they mix, and you never know what that's going to create when it comes out. I mean,
Well, where I was living in Chicago, there was a little boy, and he was like 2 years old, and he was always aggressive around other children, to the point where you couldn't really mix him with other kids.
See?
And as he's gotten older, I think he's about 9 now. He whenever he's around female little girls, he always assaults them sexually.
oh, where did that come from?
Well, he was that way when he was 2. You understand what I
Right,
mean?
right.
He was
So now-
always aggressive, like touching kids.
And so when they saw that, that means they have to be on him more. So what happens when
somebody would say, well, he wasn't born that way, he was taught that. But I've seen him since he was 2, and if you can teach a kid at 1 to want to fuck other little kids, that's some new shit to me.
I hear what you're saying.
There are
right.
kids born fucked up, and the mother never want to admit their child fucked up until
And they
something
gotta
real
admit it. They
fucked
gotta
up
admit it, or
happens.
they're never gonna be able to work on the kid. You gotta admit some stuff. And
He just raped the poodle. Then mama be
Shut
like, oh,
up,
there might be
no.
something wrong with him. Anyway, Trucker Smoke from D.C. Trucker Smoke, what it do, man? He dropped? He was like, fuck it. Shit, I ain't got that many minutes. We gonna take a break? All right, fuck it. Question of the day is, did you mess your kids up, or were they born fucked up?
And if they were, help them out. Don't just neglect
If they
them.
are,
Don't deny it.
do like
you said.
Sparta and discard them. 877-2-106-106. Corey Holcomb, 5150, man. Parents just don't understand. This was a cut when it came out. Parents just don't understand.
Remember that?
I think this is the song that
Doing
put
the walk.
Will Smith in a different category than everybody else. You know what I mean? It was clever.
It was very clever.
Everybody can relate and get along. Like
Did you
some
do the
rappers,
walk
I
to
think
it? Did you
that.
do-
Yeah, you know what I mean? This was, when it came out, this was the shit. All right, question for the show today is, did you mess your kids up, or were they born that way? And I have said I think a lot of children are born fucked up, but I do believe also you can
You can aid in
influence,
that exactly.
right,
Yes.
your child to taking bad steps in life.
Yeah.
And depending on where the child grows up, he don't get second chances to get it right. You know, once the
We
police-
have a special guest, Corey.
Yeah.
At the table with us, we have Luther McKinstry. Luther, introduce yourself.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Corey, Darlene?
What's your title? What's
Hey,
your
that
background?
soft ass voice. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey,
Luther is a reverend.
Yeah.
and then I'm supposed to be your spiritual advisor, and you doing all this cussing right now, Corey. I'm gonna have to help you out a little bit. See
God
that?
ain't
See
tripping
what
off
I'm
that
saying?
soft shit. God.
Look at- you know I'm just messing with you, Corey. Hey, but you know one thing, as I listen to the topic of the show, Corey, one thing when you said some of them being born that way, you may have a small percentage that may be ADD or ADHD, however, but I would say about 70–80% may be a product of their own environment because you have babies having babies, don't know how to raise their kids like how we were raised in our days with our parents, and then you have some who have another percentage that have identity crisis. And see, some of them have identity crisis. They want to sit there and explore other things, even in life, and then they want to rebel against their parents when they come from a strict home. Because let me tell you, I'm one of those ones that had the identity crisis, should I say? Because I was a PK kid, a preacher kid, who didn't want to have anything to do with the church. I was always known as Dr. Pat McKinstry's son. I didn't have an identity of my own. And you know the story. I got involved in certain things. I got involved in the dope game, and then they ended up going to prison. I didn't have to go that route. I had anything that I want in my life, but I chose that route because of the identity crisis. But then you got the ones who
can I ask you a question about what you just said?
Okay.
Like you said, you had an identity crisis. Are you sure it's just not you thought you could get away with shit, and then when you went to jail, they put your ass in your place?
No. When I first started,
because they gave you your identity.
Oh yeah, they gave me my identity. It was number 256444. You don't forget that penitentiary number. But you have the ones who have the identity crisis, and then they sit up there and rebel. And I rebelled. I didn't want to listen to anybody. I didn't want to. I wanted to do my own thing. And then when I was doing my own thing, I got caught up. And in the process of me getting caught up, and there was nothing wrong with me, because let me tell you something. I always tell people that I didn't fear no man to walk the face of the earth. The only person I feared was my mother, because my mother put that fear in me as a little child when because I didn't care what happens. Do whatever you do, don't go and tell my mama. But the thing is, I had that identity crisis. But then, like I said even before, you have some of them that are a product of their own environment, and then they get settled and they just find just right where they are. I give you a good example. When I was in boxing, and they was getting ready to do some things for me in boxing, and my head wasn't in it, Corey.
I like how you slid that I was a boxer.
But you know I'm real slick with my hands. You know that, Corey. But this is my thing. You know what my trainer told me one day? He said, McKinstry, he said, you don't have the hunger nor the thirst because you have it easy and you have it made. But you have one of the ones who's in the project, who have that hunger and thirst, who sit up here and who want something better out their life, who want to make something out their life. So you have the ones who's in the projects, who's raised a certain way, who has the hunger and thirst that don't want to be there. But you got the ones who just, hey, this is what I am, this is how it's going to be, and this is how I'm going to be the rest of my life. My mom was on welfare, my grandma was on welfare, and I'm going to be on welfare too.
So they use that as an excuse. I know a lot of people, right?
We're going to slide a phone caller in. Sean from Virginia. Sean, what do you have to say about all this?
Sean, you still there?
Sean?
I hear what you're saying, though, Luther, and I think that's just one of many problems in homes and households where there's not too much, like you said, it wasn't bad, right? You just chose to go that route.
I chose that route.
Right, and there's a lot of different issues. Like I for a fact, know a lot of these kids, especially celebrity kids. They might have good homes. They have, food, no struggle, not much of not much of a struggle. But then there's a lot of other problems. Like I would say, neglect, and not in a really bad way, but where the parents are just not around.
I think when people say they have identity crisis, that's another word for being weak, because if you want to blame your surroundings for doing things like selling drugs or walking around with a gun, shooting at people, you weak. You're not strong enough to realize that, hey, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be that way, because that's detrimental to mankind.
Right.
Well, let's talk about Corey Holcomb. When you was younger, was you the perfect child when you was growing up?
No, but I was strong enough.
Did you get involved in certain things? Did you get involved in other things?
I never got involved in no bullshit, like shit that I felt like would put me in a position where I'm fucked up. Like when
And we
I'm
were
in
lucky,
jail,
though. We were lucky,
or-
though. The most.
Okay, give me some things that you said. Give me the one of the worst things that you did besides throw the cat by its tail and
Shoplift. I never kids who throw cats by the tail. Something's wrong with them.
No, I'm not. You know what I mean, Corey. I'm saying, give me one. Some of the worst things that you may have done in your life.
I used to shoplift a lot. I used to make money shoplifting.
But you put yourself in a position that you could have been thrown in jail, right?
Right.
Okay, then why did you do it?
Because I was trying to make some money.
Why was you trying to make some money, Corey? Why don't you
Because
why don't
money
you go get
is
a job?
good to have.
Why don't you go get a job and
He
work?
was a kid.
Because what I was doing made more money than the job.
There you, we got a call. We got a call.
Is it a caller on the line for real this time? Train from Cali. Choo choo. What up?
Hey, man, what's going on, Corey and everybody? But,
What up, brother?
it is my whole thing, man. You know what? I deal with kids because I'm a football coach. But, you know, and I see a lot of young men who are actually just looking for someone to set them straight. And when you don't have no one to set them straight, then, you know, they're going to find anything and everything else. So they don't have nothing to, you know, no one to direct them. Because, like for me, you know, I grew up with a single mom. And my mom structured me when I was a kid. And from that point on, it was like, okay, well, either deal with her or deal with everybody else. And best believe, I'd rather deal with everybody else. Because when she got a hold to me, her thing was, you know what, I'm tired of talking. And when she said that, it was done and over with because she was putting hands on me. So, you know, society always wants to cover up everything by, you know, well, let's sugarcoat it. Well, let's put them on timeout. Let's do this and let's do that. And then it's like, okay, well, then what happens when the kid wants to step out of his place or her place and then want to be grown? Do we put them on timeout, or do we? Okay, now you want to act like an adult 15 minutes ago. Now, when I step to you as an adult, you want to go back to, well, I'm just a kid.
Right.
So
I
now,
understand
okay,
what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay. So now, you know, then, you know, as a parent, you know, most of the time your hands are tied. It's like, okay, well, you know, I find parents that want to be cool parents instead of just being parents. You have to be
Right, there you go.
It makes sense. It's a new modern parent.
Yeah,
They think that they supposed to be twitting their child every day and everything.
Or dressing like their kid. Exactly.
Right.
We got another call, though. Thank you for that, man. Thank you. We got another call.
T in Houston.
What's up, T?
How y'all doing?
Oh, there you go.
What up, T?
Yeah, there you go. You're on.
How you doing?
Oh, turn your radio down. We can hear it in the back. Hey, you.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but you got to turn your radio down.
My radio is down.
Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. The only thing that I have to say about it is, just like, I'm going to say it like you always say, Kurt, we just got some punk-ass parents. They don't want to act right. They trying to be friends with their children and all that. And I ain't going to blame it on no parents, because I'm going to tell you this. When I come up, my father was an alcoholic. I mean, when I say alcoholic, he had it morning, noon, and night. But I decided when I was about 14 years old, man, if that's the way that stuff make you, I don't never want it. And I'm proud to be 53 years old. I ain't never touched a drink in my life. But and anyway, it's an individual thing. You have to, once you get of age, you gotta want to do it. I personally, I waited till I was grown, started screwing up. But as a child, I feared my mother.
You waited till you was grown before you started fucking up.
Oh yeah.
But I hear what he's saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't blame it on
like,
them.
I'm free.
No, I'm not.
I'm about to eat all the ice cream I want to eat now. Anyway, thanks for the call, brother.
I hear where you're coming from, T. Thank you so much for that.
I want to say this about bringing up children. If a child is not retarded or just born to be a problem child, I think if you give a child maybe 1 or 2, at the most 3 good ass whoopings, that shit is enough where they realize, okay, I'm not fucking with this motherfucker like that, and what they tell me to do, I'm going to do it because I don't ever want that to happen again. I think that's what goes on with a normal child. Now, if you done beat your child ass more than 3 times,
so, right.
and he's still fucking up,
There's something wrong here. Hello.
right, you got to get some medicine in this little motherfucker here. This little motherfucker is retarded.
Go ahead. We got a call.
You want to take another call?
Yeah.
Big Ben from Kentucky.
Hey, what's going down, Corey? My next ex-wife, Darlene. What's up, baby?
Hey,
What
you.
it do, man?
Man, Corey, I'm with you. I say chop them little some bitches across their throat, give them a Ric Flair slap across the chest. Goddamn, y'all gonna do what I say and how I say do it till you out on your own thing, your own goddamn business. That's what I say
agree.
about it.
But you know, Corey,
I
they
agree.
call
Now, if you're
children's
gonna chop them
services.
across the chest,
They don't call children's services.
right, or in the throat, make sure you do it in the privacy of your own
They don't call
home.
children's services.
Because you
He gonna
cannot-
be under investigation.
You can't discipline your kids in public.
because your kids will call children's service on you.
Recently, they brought an airplane out of the air because a lady spanked her child
I heard about that. Yeah.
on the
Saw
plane.
that.
I was like, it's the end of the world.
Hey,
It's-
Corey,
it's
my mom
unbelievable.
would tell children's service, you can come in here if you want to, because I'm going to whoop you too if you want to come in
Right.
here.
I believe you.
Yeah, for
I
real.
know that type of parent.
No, but I used to use the actual after threat because I would look at him. My son's in the house, and I would say, "What are you gonna do? Are you gonna call like your friends?" I said, "Go ahead, because you just be off me. In other words, you won't be here. You will have nobody. You'll go to some foster home. Go ahead if you think you're gonna do some crap like that."
What's really going on? A lot of the, like, I think it was Generation X was the past generation. I don't know what this next generation is, but Generation X has children now, and they were never brought up learning respect. So now you got people who are grown who were never taught respect. They got offspring. So how fucked
Here
up
we go. Yeah.
will those offspring, be? They got no fucking idea.
Lindsay.
We got somebody else on the panel.
Yeah, we do. We've got Zoe, the voice of reason.
Hey.
Hey.
What's up, Corey? Darlene?
What's up, Zoe?
What do you
Luther, that's Luther. Talk to us, Zoe, and if you guys are unfamiliar, say who you are.
So give us some of your
Yeah.
big words of reason.
Well, tonight's show is about parenting, correct?
Those are regular words. Throw some of that big shit in there.
Here we go.
That intricate shit.
Yeah, let's do that.
You ain't know I do that, did you, motherfucker?
Break us down with your takes, Zoe. What's going on?
Well, the topic tonight is, are the kids born jacked up, or do the parents jack them up? One of the two.
Yeah, pretty much. It's close. Yeah.
Are they born fucked up, or did the parents
He
make
said
them that
jacked
way?
up, Corey.
I
He said jacked up,
I tried
Corey.
to be a little-
Jack. So to
All
say
right, y'all
jack.
going on. Y'all motherfuckers gonna be in the same bullshit line I'm in on Judgment Day. For masturbation, though. That's
No,
what
no,
we
but
going
I-
there. I'm going to hell for cussing. Y'all going to hell for jagging off all the time.
No, I think it's both, though. I think it's both. Some you got to understand there is a genetic predisposition where parents smoke and drink and do drugs, and some children are born with a genetic predisposition to being vulnerable to doing the same things. So yeah, children can be jacked up, but I think what jacks children up the most is the environment that they're in. 98%, they say 98% of all communication in a household, in a familial environment, is nonverbal. And a lot of us were raised in an environment with parents or one parent that says, do as I do, or do as I say, not as I do.
I got
and
a
they don't
question.
understand that a child is going to pick up way more than what you're just saying verbally. They're going to pick up what you're actually doing.
So Zoe and Luther, I want to ask you guys something, because let's take the. I know that everybody's beating this nail in the. Everybody's talking about
About the
but fuck that.
environment. Talking about the environment.
No, I want to talk about Tiger Woods grew up with his dad right there in his life,
Right?
and used to take him to the golf course and everything. I think Tiger Woods is more fucked up than most people in this world.
Most people in the world.
No.
Most people in the world, I think he is lost.
Corey,
and he
give us
grew
an
up,
example,
he grew
Corey.
up right there with his
With
dad.
both parents in the house.
But let me tell you this, Corey.
I think
But let me tell you
any
this.
man who will apologize for what he apologized for with his mama sitting right there in front of the whole world.
But hold on, Corey. But
That
let me
motherfucker
say
is
this.
sick.
Can I say this though? But the thing is about Tiger. Here's a boy who's young. He's a man. You know, I'm talking about I'm talking about as a boy. As a boy, growing up as a sheltered life, daddy showing him how to play golf and raising him a certain way. And I'm sure daddy would shelter him. And as soon as he became a man of power, had a platform, he didn't know how to take it. He had everything at his.
So you saying his father failed? Because I agree with that.
I disagree with all of that.
No, I wouldn't say his father failed. Maybe his father told him what to do and what not to do, and he didn't listen.
Fuck them white hoes, son.
Maybe. I'm just saying maybe.
Oh my God.
No, I totally disagree with that.
So what is your take on it? Ain't nobody more fucked up than this motherfucker to me.
No, I think when you're that big, there is a pressure, a corporate pressure to fit a particular image. You gotta have a wife, especially if you got kids.
Exactly, for your career, they pressure you.
Shaquille O'Neal said he didn't show that he loved Shani when he first wanted to marry that woman.
It was like part of the career thing.
But what's that got to do with him sleeping with all other women?
No, but he didn't stop sleeping with other women. This is what he said. He said it doesn't look right to have kids with this woman. So I think the right thing to do is to you got to understand, when you have corporate sponsors like Tiger Woods had, they're not going to sponsor a single bachelor billionaire. No, they're going to sponsor a family man.
LeBron James.
Can I say this?
LeBron James has kids.
Excuse me, Luther. I think both of you guys are missing the point.
No, I ain't missing the
point. I'm
not
talking about him cheating on his wife. I think when it comes to cheating, you got the caught and you got the uncaught.
Okay,
bottom line. The point I was trying to make is he went on television and said he's not black. And almost all of the women that he was messing with were Caucasian. This motherfucker is lost.
You talking about ethnically
he hates
speaking?
Himself.
Okay, I can
so
agree with that.
So how do you grow up with your dad right by you and you hate who you are?
Well, I don't know if he hates who he is. I just think he was brought up.
And he's not around nobody who looks like him.
He made his own race up, Corey. You can't be mad at him making his own race up. You know, he made his own race up.
What do we call that? Cablinasian?
Yeah, he made his own race
but
up.
Don't biracial people make up their own race? You got a lot of biracial people that say, you know what, I'm both. You got a lot of people that are biracial that are trying to create a third race that separates black from white. No, we're neither black nor white. We're both, and we're different at the same time. Yeah, you got a lot of people that are like that to say, you know,
we're on the air justifying the weakest man.
No, but he
they get TV play.
But he
Tiger Woods.
No, but he does have a point when he says,
if I stole on him and robbed him,
you do get biracial
they'll
people.
Act like I'm wrong. But them bitches fucked him and robbed him, and they gonna sue his ass.
But Corey, you do have biracial people who may be mixed black and white. They don't sit up there and say I'm black. They always say I'm biracial, or say they don't sit or say I'm.
I'm not mad at them for whatever they call themselves. The point I'm trying to make is: have you ever seen anybody black around Tiger Woods?
But you know,
the only one who used to be around him black is his dad. Now that his dad is gone, I feel like he was like, "Whoo!" At least I got that problem off my back. I'm just saying.
Oh, come on,
have you watched this motherfucker? Fuck Tiger Woods.
We got one of our favorites. We got one of our homegirls.
Okay, we gonna take this phone call. I gotta fire up in the crowd now. We gonna let them in the crowd say some shit.
Talk to us. We got
Cotton Ball from Memphis. What up, Cotton Balls?
It's this motherfucking DNA China, cause I got a friend girl who's married, who can't have no kids. Her and her husband adopted a child. I mean, they make good money, upper middle class family. Adopted a child. The child's 9 to 10 years old, and the child makes straight A's and everything. And the child starts showing unusual behavior. So she went to go have the child tested. Doctor said there wasn't nothing wrong with the child, pointed normal, helped the 10-year-old girl, whatever. I thought you need to get your lawyer and go back to the doctor where you got that child from and pull up who her parents were. I said, because something ain't right. Come to find out, the father was a schizo. So that motherfucking DNA, that Dinah, that bitch something else.
Dinah. She calling it Dinah. DNA is called Dinah. Thanks for the call, Cotton Ball. But that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point she made, and it backs up what I was saying earlier. Children are born fucked up. One of the parents was a schizo, And if you know anything about that,
I just said
Have you
there's
ever
a,
been around
I
a
said
schizophrenic
earlier.
brother?
I said there's a low percentage that may be ADD,
There are,
ADHD.
right.
There's a
low percentage.
There's a little percentage of it.
a most percentage. I know out there in the audience, look, we got some people. Let me let them get it in.
You got a question, yeah.
Please make your comments or questions fast because we try to get everybody in with these phone calls.
Joyce. Is it Joyce?
Joy.
Joy.
J-O-Y.
Okay, Joy.
I disagree with you, Corey, because the reason being is I need a belt so I can whoop you.
Thank
I'm
you.
about to spank you.
On top of that,
I like
one.
that.
I have
like
4
that.
children that I raised alone, and I don't think
Want me
this
to tell you
man
why?
is
Go ahead,
weak. I don't think he's weak. I don't think the kids' environment. I grew up I'm the oldest of 11. We grew up, we're a biracial mixed, and I'm black. To me, we're all black. But Tiger Woods, Mike Tyson, a lot of these guys, they give these young men all this money, and then it's not the parents alone, it's the society that we let dictate. If you felt Tiger had a problem or somebody, I'm sure somebody should have went up and said, Tiger, can I help you? We don't do that anymore. Okay?
Yeah, but
Trust me, as much money as Tiger
Thank you.
got,
It has nothing
got a
to do
whole
with
bunch of
But
but
motherfuckers
it has
saying,
nothing.
Can I help you?
I can guarantee you, I've been around.
He got a lot of women saying, "Can I help
I
you?" I
have
tell
been
you that
around,
much.
but they know when to say no. I've been around a lot
Can I
of
set you
entertainers.
up? I mean, help you?
I think it's a power thing. I think
It is.
It's a good thought. That would
don't
be
know how to have
nice for
that
people to
platform.
do that, but I don't think people in that power would take it. I mean, look at somebody like a Lindsay.
Yes,
look
they
at
would.
look at Brittany.
You'd
I
be
mean,
surprised.
everybody knows what they need. Everybody knows that they need somebody to come in and step in and say, "Look, this is what you need. Can I help you?" But people in that kind of power, you see that
But,
parents are getting paid. Nobody
They don't
wants
know how
to
to
say
handle
anything.
that
I think-
platform. You're right, darling. They
I
don't know how to
think it is
handle
a-
the platform.
They don't. And look at the power of that.
I think Tiger Woods handled the platform really well until he got in trouble. And what you're calling weakness, to me, is kowtowing to the powers that be. Because ultimately, if you have Accenture and Tag and all of these, and American Express, and they're the reason why you're a billionaire, and they say you need to apologize.
Well,
Or we're going to pull out of brand Tiger Woods.
and he should
You're
stop.
going to apologize.
Who's going to apologize?
Whether you're whether you're
But
sincere or not.
earlier, so you just said that you was talking about him getting married, and he really didn't want to get married. You were talking about because with the kids and the image and everything.
No,
else
I
like
gave
that.
an example of how the American corporate infrastructure is promoting an idea.
He wanted to marry that bitch. He wanted to sit her at the crib while he run the streets and fuck all the bitches because he got enough money to do it. All right, let's get this dumb shit out of here.
But that's not dumb.
That's what everybody do. You marry one girl and you cheat on her. That's the American way. You can't do that in places like Baghdad because they'll kill you, you know. But in America, everybody cheats. Your woman cheat, and then she fucks somebody to make you mad, and then y'all get over it after a week or two, and y'all move back in. Fuck it. That's
We
how
got
it
somebody
goes.
else in the audience that wants to say something or a question. Ty?
Basically, I think that as far as raising your child, you have to teach them how to respect you. They can't be afraid of you because it's only going to go so far. As soon as I realized that my dad's not going to hit me anymore, I just started doing whatever the hell I wanted to do. So if your child doesn't respect you, if they're not worried about what
Absolutely.
you find out about them from the streets, or their neighbor might come and say to your mom, like, I seen your daughter down the street with shorts up her ass, if they don't have that respect for you, they're going to do whatever they want. There is a small percentage of children who have, mental behavior issues, but I think that some people also put those things on them because they don't want the responsibility of raising their child. They're like, oh, no, he got ADD, that's all it is. I'm like, no, whoop his ass and feed him and teach him something.
Absolutely.
That's real
Yeah.
talk. That was a
And-
great comment because that's one word we haven't said up here that much. Respect, and that is the most important thing. Flat out,
And
bottom line.
that's what kept me out of trouble. Remember I was telling you, because my mom was just just out there crazy.
And you'll get a whooping from the neighbors, and
No,
the neighbor will tell
my
your
thing
mama,
was-
and you get another whooping when you get home.
Wasn't
That's
even
that-
that. I
I got to the 70s
respected
and
I got that
and
several
loved my
times.
dad so much that I didn't want to do anything bad because I didn't want my dad to look at me bad. I loved him so much. I was like, that's what kept me in line.
We're going to take a couple of more callers, and we got a couple of people in the audience that want to say something that we're going to get out there. We got to take a break. Corey Holcomb, 5150 Show. Yeah, insane in the membrane. Is your child insane in the membrane? Does he smell his pamper when he think no one's looking? I'm just trying to give you hints to let
Corey,
you know
give
you
me
got a
some more
little fucked up
examples.
child.
Give me some more examples of a fucked up child.
We got a guest. We're gonna let her say
guess.
something, get her comment or question, whatever she got in about what she thinks. Quan.
Hi, Corey.
What's up, Quan? I know I said a lot of controversial shit. You don't hold back.
You always do. Well, what is a fucked up kid? I'm trying to figure that out. Is all kids are fucked up to me. It's the parents' job to show the kids that what they're doing is fucked up, or they're gonna keep on doing it. And like someone else said, it's about respect. Like Darlene said, it's a whole bunch of different factors: the environment, how strong that kid is. Because if you got a kid with D's and E's in school and they think that that's cool, they're gonna be some fucked up people. But if you got a smart kid, they know how to digest different information. They know how to, act to do what's right, basically.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well,
But what's fucked up? I mean, fucked up is your kid playing with himself, your kid playing with guns.
Wow.
Like what?
When you got
Gay kids,
when you got a
bags.
teenage daughter and every outfit she has is revealing and half
I used to
naked,
dress like a hoochie.
and we see that.
Wow.
And
Don't walk across the
I ain't
motherfucking
fucked
table,
up.
goddamn.
I have
You don't think you fucked
I'm not
up?
fucked up. I have an accounting degree. I have a good job at an accounting
You a
firm.
smart fuck
I've
up. That's
never
all
been
that is.
pregnant.
It don't make no sense for you to be fucking up if you got all that going for you.
Drugs, that ain't fucked up to
Exactly.
me.
I dress revealing too.
That's
I'm
just
okay.
a teenager going through whatever they go through.
Right, right.
So what's fucked up?
Okay.
Okay, don't, because I say the shit. I think the amount of dicks that's been inserted in you,
It ain't that
determine
many.
how fucked up you are. Also, ladies.
It ain't that
You know
many.
what?
That's right, ladies. You done had
877-216-1006 is the
you done
number
had
to dial.
18 dicks. God is not gonna receive you well.
Oh my God. Oh,
Tony, we got a phone call. Tony from Texas. Tony, what's up?
talk to us, Tony.
Some girls in here
Hey, how
worried
you
about
doing
they new
tonight?
God now. What up, Tony?
Yeah, go ahead.
Come on, Tony.
Yes, go ahead.
Can you hear
Tony.
me? Okay.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Tony, damn.
I got two kids, adopted kids that we adopted back in 1993. And one thing I realized that genetics does play a part in the discipline of children because these kids came from drug-addicted, alcoholic parents, and they decided to display. How you doing? They decided to display the
This motherfucker
characteristics
getting a ticket
of their
while he
birth
on there.
parents. Both of them.
They wouldn't let you return them. You didn't have your receipt.
No, you know what? I felt like
He's
we
a
were
Ross.
the best chance they had for a normal life and their adulthood. Unfortunately, the oldest one is in prison right now. The youngest one I had to throw out of my house because he broke into my house and robbed me when he was 18 years old.
Oh my
I'm sorry
God.
that
You've been looking at that
I'm
TV
not
since
gonna
you
lie.
was
I knew that was coming, though. I knew that was coming. He liked torture. Thanks for the call, brother.
Yeah, sorry
he
about
went
that,
and
man.
adopted some defective motherfuckers. That's like going to adopt pit bulls that are used to fighting.
Well, he tried to reform. He tried to change him up. He tried to give him a different environment, and it didn't work out. Bless
No,
his
you
heart.
get kids like that. When you got like some fucked up neighbors, you go adopt a little fucked up kid like that so he can fuck up the neighbors. That's what you do with little kids like that. They're useless. You can't save them. I'm
That is
sorry.
messed up.
I'm
It came
from
back-
that. I'm not somebody who's talking without no knowledge of what the fuck I'm talking about. I come from places where I know what crack babies grow up to be. It's hard to fix them
It's
little
some successful
motherfuckers.
crack babies.
Where?
Lil Wayne?
You know,
I mean,
Where is Lil Wayne right now?
In jail.
What the fuck are y'all
Really?
talking about? Y'all trying to make a point out of something I know about.
I said successful crack babies.
What?
He's
what-
successful.
Successful.
LeBron might be a crack baby. He's
Lil Wayne is successful, right?
LeBron.
Why do you call Lil Wayne successful?
because he got more money than me.
Thank you. That's what you're judged on. Remember that. If you got money, you are successful. Remember that.
But what is success?
What
He's not successful. He's a successful crack baby to me.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, if that's successful, he'll hit that ass if he came in here tonight,
Nah.
wouldn't he? You know he'll hit that ass.
Nah.
He'll be in your
Oh,
bathroom
Tupac,
washing
what?
up like a motherfucker. Kevin from Virginia.
talk to us, Kevin.
I'm fucking with Quan.
Hey, what up, Corey?
Kevin, you on?
There
what
he
up?
is. Go ahead.
Hey, you hear me?
Yeah, what it do?
Yeah, man. I think part of that, like you said, is in the environment. But I'm gonna tell you, man, the system basically makes both parents work all the time. You know what I mean? Back when I was growing up, back in the early, 70s and 80s, my pop used to do some things like he used to, he beat me, but then he used to ask me like whenever I fucked up, he was like, "What do you think I should do?" And then he walk away, he come back and he say, "All right, what's your decision?" And I tell him, just give me some time out. But in reality, he was going to beat me anyhow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, your father played that mind game. Your father was a pimp. That's how you discipline your hookers and shit. Like,
yeah.
Bitch, I'm gonna talk to you in about 30 minutes. Bitch, I want you to come over here and let me holler at you about some real motherfucking shit. Bring that hanger with you.
I think really, basically, in the long run, it is a huge crap shoot. Because you could do your best and you never know. I mean, like I said, look at my family. I have 4 sisters, and my mother was alcoholic, and we all had different fathers. So it was just messed up in there. So it was a crapshoot that some of us got out okay and survived because we really had a messed up environment.
How did the fathers interact? Or were
they weren't around. Only my dad. My dad was the last one that came around and the only one to marry my mom.
All right, let's get this last caller
but
in.
It's a crapshoot, man. Telling you.
Last caller is Jay from Texas. Jay, talk to
us. Oh, yeah, how y'all doing? I'm a truck driver out here. But first of all, I think it's... I think it's the parents' fault, personally, because after age 18, they give up on them, really. They're like, you're 18, get the fuck out the house. They just stop. And the kids still need to be taught how to be adults. So after that, around 18, they just go outside doing drugs, for doing everything, and then end up having a fucked up rest of their life.
There it is. Thanks for the call, Jay. I think when children are around about 12 or 13, they are molded enough where you can pretty much tell what they're going to be about. Right. Or at least that's my opinion. I watch little kids when they're around about 12 or 13, and I know if they're going to be fucked up. Just look at them sometimes. What the fuck you finna do? Oh, man.
They're already messed up and then spasmatic and everything.
Yeah.
I'm glad I brought my son to this show.
Yeah, your son, I only met him today, but he seems like a very intelligent young man. You know what I mean?
He's a great softball player, too.
Shook my hand. You know what I mean? I pick up on all that shit. I done met little kids that